Hello, everybody. Hello, Meteor. Hello, Flanny. Hello, Cyber. Thank you for the hydrate, Meteor. Let me do that really quick. just arrest the monkey for murder real quick and get the next case. I know, right? Maybe we can fast forward to figuring out what happened to Edgeworth. Still think it was Edgeworth from the grave. I would like to argue that Flanny. How did he do it? Okay, let me see. Need to be a bit smaller. Weird. I feel like on the big camera I am still squished, but on the small camera I'm back to normal. Exit game? No. Okay. Continue game. You meant continue game, right, Flanny? No! Okay, fine. We will continue to cover the game. Squished, squashed. Zraika, what's up? How are you doing? Let's see, we were kind of stuck. We just found out the clown is lying to us, but I don't know who I'm supposed to talk to and what I'm supposed to present or whatever. We need to find out what happened 6 months ago, which I think is the murder in the note. Which I think maybe it was the career of the acrobat. Because he got injured 6 months ago, and maybe the victim had something to do with it. Oh no, the pipe disappeared before I looked at it. Whoops. Thank you for the pie. On a vacation at my grandparents. I'm just chilling. Nice. Okay. I would like a vacation. It's not like I'm canceling too many streams to be like on vacation. Oh, there is something new here. The stream is loading. You're welcome for the professional advice. What professional advice? What are you have blinking emotes, Zaraika. You don't even need to use the overlay. Oh, is the chat working? Or why did you put it on the chat? Lodging house, first floor, Mo's room. Okay, let's find out what he's hiding. Mo is not here. What's that? I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Okay. Nick, it's funny. He found a shiny vest. He's holding something. That's the thing. That means a lot to Regina, remember? Time to take on this monkey attorney style. Give it back, monkey brain. Stay. Ooh, scratch. That's not attorney style, that's monkey style. Let's try it. Yikes. Did it work? Getting Aladdin vibes. Oh no. Flanny gifted me Aladdin and Lion King. Thank you for the gift, Flanny. I appreciate it. Maybe. I will try the games at least, but I don't know if I'm gonna beat it. Probably not. Monkey grabs shiny thing. Everything is about to go to hell. I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today. Let me see it. You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. I don't remember anything about this. Did she ever say that the monkey took her favorite outfit? I don't remember. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. Then give her the jacket, the vest. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. You're so mean to Maya. I'm always mean to Maya. Oh well, guess it's time for you to play off the burgers. Look at that! So mean. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Maybe it's not Regina's. Shiny spangled vest. It's not Maya's size at all. I only kill, I don't steal. You never get a ball quote, Meteor. It's like Meteor is the ball quote dodger. You know, girls? What? Okay, is there anything new here? Probably not, but maybe we can show that vest to Regina and she can tell us if it's hers or not. I wonder why there's so many broken things in here. It's weird. Keep your Miranda rights in mind. You got a Meteor quote. Court of Chat is now in session. Okay, let's see. Okay, the monkey didn't come back here. Actually, maybe Regina's lover would be interested in looking at her vest. Would you mind taking a look at this? Okay. Picked up. Here you go, Regina. Yay, thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. You have enough love triangles. How many is it now? It's no longer a triangle. It's blushing. He's blushing. It's nothing. No wonder guys mouth to mush in front of this girl. You're weak, Phoenix. Pentagram, probably. Hey, Regina. That costume is yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. Okay, now it makes sense. Leon's? You know, the lion she told us about? Oh, the one that someone killed. What? Okay, I guess I haven't played the game in a very long time. There was a lion that was killed? Maybe that's the murder they're talking about. So that makes me think of Regina as the murderer again. That's her motive. She doesn't care about her dad. We decided that from the first time we saw her, right? Jay, you kill lions when you're hungry. Have a Snickers. Let me talk to her again. I need a review. I want to see the Russellberry thing. It's a pity about what happened to Ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. Hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Now that I won't be able to see him for a while. What is this Pokemon? I want it. Leon's cereal, but it's just some ribs. What? This conversation sounds familiar. Yes, I am playing it again because I don't remember anything about the dead lion. For a while? Yeah. When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. Did anybody else tell us about the lion dying? A star? That means that my dad is looking down on me from the sky. Okay. Let's see. Wow, this is a very realistic lion compared to the style of the game. Leon, he was killed, wasn't he? That's right. My dad killed him. Motive? Why? Leon did something really bad during practice. During practice? Leon was sitting down and then he opened his mouth, you know. Gaw. Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. What? You put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They would always start screaming. I don't think it's because they love seeing that. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyway, what was the bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Wait. We need more information on who was bitten by Leon and how badly they were injured and how did it happen. What about this? What can you tell me? Ah, she's useless. Okay. Let's go to the acrobat. Maybe he was the one bitten by him. No, he doesn't. Okay, maybe Mo? The clown? Alright, he's not in his room, he's in the cafeteria. How do I go to the cafeteria? There. No. Oh, wait, okay. I got this for mistakes like that. You wouldn't know it, but I was responsible for naming all the animals at the circus. I'll go grab some ice cream. Nice! We bought some ice cream yesterday, but by the time we got home it was already melted and I was like, no! It's all misshapen, but it still tastes good. You named Money the monkey and Regina's tiger? Guilty as charged. But Leon got his name from... the ringmaster. Did you bring enough for class? This is no class. This is a courtroom. Really? Yellow said keep names simple and easy to associate. Nick's name is easy to associate, right? Right? I always told Russell, if that's what you think, then call him Lion. Lion the Lion. That's a great name, don't you think? Imagine if he could talk. I'm lying. Ha ha ha. You're lying. Lying? But that's when Russell said, don't lie to yourself. That name is awful. Russell is a bit better jokester. If it was a class, I could inherit it from... it. Instead, I'm still poor. Lion, etc. Okay, maybe... No. Maybe I can present the lion as one of the things regarding what happened 6 months ago. Even though this didn't say that it happened 6 months ago, or maybe it's something that I forgot from last stream. What? No, the mod broke this. Let me take a look at how to configure this mod. Why is it not in English? Why does it have a voice language selection, and why is it changed from English by default, and why doesn't it tell me how to change it? Jay learns Japanese on stream. No, it's not gonna feel the same when he objects. It's not gonna be with his manly voice. I don't know what he's gonna sound like, but it's not gonna sound like objection. No. I wonder what if Francisca sounds. Japanese. Okay, I need to find this folder again. Okay. Maybe this fixed it, but I need to restart the game. They don't let me quit in here? I just saved, right? Bye. Let's try this again. Oh, let me listen to that really quick. It doesn't say which one is which, though. Okay, one of them did sound a lot like Francisca. Maybe it was chosen. Wait. No. What happened to my save? I saved, right? No. I'm pretty sure I saved. Damn it. Okay. This mod comes with a fast forward, so we're fine. Igari, objection. Mata, hold it. Kuray, damn it. Sokoda. There it is. Okay. I don't remember there was a there it is. Or a damn it. I've only seen objection and hold it. What? Weird. Okay, I need to go back to the big top. Okay, cafeteria. Okay, let's try this again. I'm gonna save and make sure that I save this time. I guess I pressed no. Let's see, is it back to English? Yes! Okay. Get over it. Please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Okay, there's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there. Some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich myself. No, Phoenix is just like me. So I guess if I really was in Phoenix's shoes, I would still be bullying Maya. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. You said something about an accident. This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? That's right. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during practice, right? How did you... I told them to so many times. You shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting her head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo, don't come up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? On the head. So it's not gonna be Acro. The Acro injury is in his legs. Well, I promise I wouldn't say anything. You promised. He's involved in this too. He's involved, huh? Mel must be talking about... I think if he's covering up for anybody, it would be the ringmaster. Because he's the one that Mo is very loyal to. Maybe he promised it to Leon. Must have been pretty pissed. Either that... No, he said he. He didn't say she. I think if he was trying to keep a promise, it would be for the ringmaster. But did we actually get any evidence to support this? Maybe the note to the murderer. But if he caused the accident... Let's see. I think it's not gonna work. It didn't work. It didn't go quiet. What's the matter? There's a lot of spice on this Cajon burger. Cajon? What? What about the person who you promised to keep the person who you promised to keep silent? You don't get it yet, do you? What can I say? I have a strong sense of duty. Just because I'm funny and talkative doesn't mean that I'll go around blabbing everything. Mr. Nick. If you push yourself anymore, your soul will shatter. Okay. Maybe the promise was for Acro. Let's try again. It must have been Acro, right? How do you know? I don't know. I was just guessing. Don't worry about that. Maybe Phoenix will tell us why we know this. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. Jay, the gambling lawyer. I'm gambling with my soul. Look at me, how powerful, how courageous I am. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Okay, we hailed a little bit at least. Get over it. And the controller stopped working. Why? Come on. Huh. The save button works, but I can't pick anything in the discussion? Why? Not even with the mouse. Maybe the mod broke a lot of things. All of this because of Francisca's whipping. Okay, that worked. It's just like you said, you know, the accident. Imagine that happened when we couldn't save. Gambling with your soul. I thought that was Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney, not Cuphead. Did someone die? No, but it would have probably been better if he had. What? How could that have been better? He's still alive. But when he got bit, he suffered massive brain damage. Who? He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. So there's another performer that we don't know about. Coma? All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. I see. How is he related to Acro? His brother. I guess she's asking about that because Acro was who Mo made that promise to, right? Huh? The person who got bit was Acro's brother. Brother? So now we have another motive for Acro. They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Okay, Acrobat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Acro's brother. Who was Acro's younger brother? At least they didn't name them Acro and Necro? Do I know an Acro Necro? Sean Dinkling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina, of course. Trying to win her love was his downfall. That's why he put his head in the lion's mouth. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing. Has anyone not fallen in love with Regina? Maybe Mo. All of a sudden, Bat blurts out, "Let me perform with Leon." Why would he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. He? You mean Leon? Yes, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Some sick grin. No way, that's impossible. A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? A lying clown. A lion clown. We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. The next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what really happened. Didn't the hospital have any questions about this injury? Well, you guys were so serious. What was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. Shaka shaka. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Ah. Achoo! Nice, what a wonderful sneeze. Huh? You think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel. That's basic clownsmanship. Girly, I know you gotta understand that. Nick, I think I would make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cuter sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. Bat? From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. They looked perfect together, huh? Okay. Maybe we should go talk to Acro. Wait! Do I have a bat in my... Yeah, I do it. I do. She doesn't know. Okay. How do I go there? Ah, Mr. Wright. Back again, I see. Well, he did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else? Jay is lost in the circus, too busy clowning around. We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It would seem that he knows that we know. Well, it seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away. Let's present his brother first. Okay, he's not gonna talk about that. Let's save here, just in case we get stuck with a bug again and can't proceed. Oh wait, I needed to present the Magatama, right? Can I skip this, please? No! I didn't mean to do that! Oops. Okay, let's start over. About the wheelchair. Have to ask you, how were you injured? Jay, professional skipper of content, intended and otherwise. I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. An accident during practice? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he would have no reason to keep it secret. Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of the injury? That's a yes or no question. What am I supposed to present? I guess I can either present his brother or the lion. Didn't work. Maybe I don't have what I need, because we don't actually have a connection between the two things. It does work, okay. Leon, 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. So the lion injured 2 people in the same day? I know I'm on the right track, I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. I'm sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I would be running for the exit. Unless he was trying to save his brother, I guess. Okay, maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Okay, that's when we present the brother, I think. You had to fight it. You had to save someone. Bad. It was a shame what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Mo, he must have told you. We learned about Bat from Mo, yes. Acrobat, what's up, Tazix? How are you? Yeah, they were a duo, an acrobating duo called Acrobat. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. I didn't notice the slip of a tongue. Damn it. Slip of the tongue? They were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Oh, that's what he meant by cut down. I was like, what does he mean by cut down? I was like, I just don't understand English. I'm gonna ignore it. Shadowrealm. Oh no, I was hydrating when you started spinning me, Flonny. Cut down together. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. Bah. Oh my god, my hair is just drilling the box there. You two ended up at the center of the same accident together, like always. Why are you spinning me now? But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. I still haven't broken Akra's last psych log. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. Hair isn't frozen. Yeah, it never works. I wish it would be frozen, but it doesn't. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? I know you are still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive? Well, this is the only person we know he hates. What about this, Acro? Are you aware how strange you seem sometimes? You seem to think you know what will happen before you do, but you're wrong. What? It's clear you haven't come to grips to what's going on. Do I remember anyone else that he has a... Oh, Regina! Regina! Okay. Let's try this again. Skip. He was the only one who hates Regina. How did I forget that? And he probably hates her because she caused the death or the coma of his brother. Okay, Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she is cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. Haha, he wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack Bat, are you? She ordered him to do that? Your soul is tattered and shattered. Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. What? What are you talking about? Maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Agro, maybe it'll... Damn it. We don't have the fest with us. But the monkey did steal something from her. I wouldn't say I wouldn't say he had something out for her for so long. And also he said he's not a monster tamer, so I don't think... not a monster tamer, animal tamer, so I don't think he can order Monkey to do stuff. Maybe it was Russellberry? I mean, he kind of really appreciates him, and Regina does not appreciate her dad at all. So maybe he didn't like that. No, it didn't work. Maybe I don't have what I need, because I cannot make a connection. You destroyed what little left was of your soul. It's okay. I can do it with one tiny little dot of a soul. Mm-hmm. Maybe I needed to present Leon again on that last question. Because I don't think there's anything else we can do with anybody else. Let's try that. Or... no, let's try that first. Maybe I should put the note. I think it was the note. It worked. Where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. You wrote this and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. Wheelchair. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. Why do you have so many bunking bunnies, Meteor? Best psych unlockers on Weeboo.com. Remove the ad. You have to go to the movies with me on a date. That's insane. Didn't he know how dangerous that is? We all thought that he was being stupid too. But that lion was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened? He just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. But Leon jumped down. When Leon jumped down, I jumped towards him. Then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. That's why he went to the hospital. It wasn't for like physical therapy or anything. I suppose Bat just tasted better than Regina. I see. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina, they were such great friends. Oh yeah. I want you to take a look at this. What is it? This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. Gross, it's covered in blood. This scarf. It was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. Suspicious. Maybe Leon is trained to do something with that scarf, and that's why he was smiling and did something different than usual. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. He? Leon, obviously. Same thing Mo said. It was on his neck. Maybe Leon was trying to get the scarf. Regina is at least involved in killing one person or trying to kill one person. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. Nick, I know, Mo said the same thing. What do you think it all means? Jay is so against Regina. Yes, I am. I don't like her. From the moment that I saw her and she was like so not caring about her dad being murdered. I already made up my mind then that I don't like her. I mean, she's cute, but that's that, because she's only cute. I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. Francisca? Off with her head. Miss Von Karma, you can take my evidence as mine. I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But the scarf is evidence in the trial. That is for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. Preparations? You cannot tell him what to say. I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Acro, we'll talk more at the prosecutor's office. Acro, a witness? Come, Acro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we going to handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it, I'll figure something out. Look at you, all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. This is all beginning to come together now. Okay. I'm gonna save on a second slot just because I am worried the mod might break something. So I need a backup file. December 30, 9:41 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Good morning, Max. Oh yeah, good morning, sweeties. You don't seem like your usual sparkling self today. Alright, Jay, now win the trial and prove who the real murderer was. I'm gonna try to pin it on Regina, dammit. A mod, yes, I put a mod because Francisca keeps whipping me and I miss a lot of things that I cannot read, so I added a mod that gives you the log, basically. And it allows me to fast forward, so when I need to try every little thing until something works. Instead of using my brain, I can just skip when I fail. What? She's here? Oh no, the water went the wrong way. Okay, I muted for a bit to cough. Jay is taking too much after Edgeworth, trying to convict innocence. Yes. Before you know it, Jay will be forging evidence. Don't get nervous, Maxie. Here, have a glass of milk. Regina? Here, have a glass of milk, apparently. And committing murder. But we proved that Edgeworth didn't do any of these things. How fabulous, my sweetie pie. My sweetie pie princess. How the righteous have fallen. You came to watch my performance today? Of course I did. Mo told me that I should come and watch this. Mo said that. So what kind of performance will you put on today? Let me guess. You'll fly at the end? It's not that kind of show. Isn't that right, my sweeties? Huh? I think my sweetie pie princess doesn't... Yeah, she doesn't seem to realize what's going on. Or even where she is. Well, Max, it looks like it's time to raise the curtain. I'll see you later today. I'm just a member of the audience. Fabulous. Enjoy yourself out there. Good luck, Max. You're the best. Regina's different, don't you think, Nick? Top of the morning to ya. Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Regina isn't that bright. She's not bright, it's more that she's very sheltered. She was never out of the circus in her life. And she doesn't seem to understand basic things about life, like dying. So maybe that's why she didn't care much that her father was murdered. But also, you have to be very stupid to not understand that. I don't care how sheltered you are. So maybe she really just a sociopath. So we'll see. You found the killer. Who is it? Everybody, let's get ready to get stuck in legal limbo. How low can you go? Mo? Top of the morning to ya, Governor. Governor? But that's the ticket. Attacking the day starts with energy in the morning. I don't know how sheltering a circus would be. The early bird gets the worm. But then again, worms lack higher brain function. Maybe Regina has a brain worm. Here, Max. I brought you a present. Have some milk. Why is everybody bringing milk? We're not children. They're not even glass. They're not in a glass. They're milk cartons for babies. Oh my, thanks. So, how are you today, right? Well, I've got a feeling that today I'm going to face off against the real culprit. You mean Acro? Mo suspects Acro too? Objection! Jay is biased against Regina. She grabs any excuse to put Regina down, and any and all statements from Jay regarding or relating to Regina are therefore inadmissible to the court. You're right. Okay, they gave us the answer anyway. It's not Regina, it's Acro. I was suspecting him too, but she must have at least hurt bad, right? You think he did it? Be careful. He's used to putting his life on the line, literally. He's got guts to spare. If all I've got to worry about is how thin the tightrope is, I'm used to it already. Just means that I won't be able to press him like I can other witnesses. Is the game telling us already that we're gonna be punished if we press him like we were pressing Mel? What are you going to do then, Nick? I guess today we'll just have to do without our usual psychological warfare. Today we rely on evidence as the only way we'll get past Acro to the truth. So there is no pressing ever. You're right, but it's gonna be tough. Why did we decide on our own that we cannot press him? Anyway, I want to make sure that Regina sees it all today is important. Then she'll finally have to deal with the reality of what happened to her father. Okay, so Mo believes she's still in denial and wants her to understand what's going on. Does Flan have a soft spot for magical girl circus performers? Just because I watched Mahou Shoujo. I don't think I know Mahou Shoujo. You want us to make sure Regina watches? Yes, that's why I brought her here to court today. What's that supposed to mean? She needs to know that when people die, they don't just become stars. She needs to learn empathy. I may be an old-fashioned clown, but I don't believe in people becoming stars. A genre? Oh, magical girl. Okay. December 30, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 2. Court is now in session for the trial of Maximilian Galactica. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Miss Von Karma, you may proceed with your case. The prosecution would like to revise its previous theory of events. What's the meaning of this? We have discovered a new witness, or shall I say, a new eyewitness. What's the difference between a witness and an eyewitness? One that saw Maximilian Galactica fly off from the scene of the crime. Order. I had a feeling something like this would come up. Due to this revision, we are now prepared to explain how the defendant flew that night. An explanation the prosecution will present if the need so arises. Present it right now. Eyewitness specifically saw it, okay. In fact, my detective stayed up all night creating a mock-up of the scene. On my orders. Poor Gumshoe. That's what I was about to say. Very well. Call your witness to the stand. Time to get to work. Or shall I say, time to walk the courtroom tightrope. Name and occupation. Kindingling. But everyone calls me Acro. I'm employed as an acrobat at the Berry Big Circus. Where were you the night of the crime? I was in my room that night. If you look at the map, you will see the witness's room is near the crime scene. My room is on the 3rd floor. The crime scene is below my window. The night of the crime, the witness saw something quite shocking. Would you tell us what you witnessed? Okay. What I witnessed. It was just after 10 p.m. and I was resting on my bed. Around that time, I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. He's not an eyewitness. He only saw the flying murderer. He didn't see the murder happen. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's how it looked. To be honest, when I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. This witness's testimony matches up exactly with that of the clown. If that's the case, there is very little the prosecution need to add. All that's left to explain is how the defendant disappeared into the sky that night. Before we get that far, I would like to cross-examine the witness. A foolish choice by a foolish fool who wishes to feel the foolish sadness of a sad fool. A man just must know the proper timing for things, Mr. Wright. Okay. Just like your old friend, Mr. Miles Edgeworth did. Here's my very, very lame witness. Case closed. Yes, it is very lame. And I'm gonna prove it right now. Mr. Wright, do you have a problem with the witness's testimony? In the words of Miss Von Karma, may I quote yesterday's proceedings? There's no way that actually happened. Very well, you may proceed with your cross-examination. Let's save, just in case. I want to try, do we actually get penalized if we press him? Maybe try something that might actually give us some information when we press him. Maybe this. Your room is on the 3rd floor, right? Yes. And you said you were resting in bed. That is correct. But you were still able to hear a sound from outside? I was indeed. Pressing acro doesn't seem to get results. But maybe something was contradictory in what he just said now? So we can press him, but it just doesn't get anything out of him, I guess. Let's try this. Because I do feel like it is difficult to hear something from the 3rd floor. So maybe that's the contradiction? There's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. That's right, let's see some evidence. Do I have any? No, I don't have. Okay, so we do get penalized because I cannot get out of this. Okay, fine. We'll take the penalty. We didn't get a penalty. Okay, then. We will press on everything. The contradiction was that he was resting in bed when he should have been dealing with the crushing weight of existence. Wait. One would assume that you turned the lights off in your room, correct? That's correct. But there are safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. It's so bright, sometimes it can make it hard to sleep. If that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? The judge has a point. I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Sometimes I do make myself useful in these chambers. The witness will proceed with his testimony. Then a few moments later, I saw someone flying right by my window. Are you sure it was a human being? It could have been a mannequin or perhaps a large action figure. Well, setting aside the possibility of a mannequin, an action figure is plausible. You have no need to mince words with Mr. Phoenix, right? Testify to the truth and only the truth, just as you were there just as if you were there with you. That night, I can't read. I believe it was a human. I just strengthened his testimony. Wonder if Akro's statement jives with the facts. Not yet. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Till I can find a clear contradiction, I should tread lightly. It was Max Galactica. I only saw him from behind, but that's who it looked like. Why do you think it was him? The light in your room was turned off, right? That's true. I was going to bed after all. So with the lights off, you were able to clearly see that a human fly by your window. The safety light lit things up enough for me to see. But honestly, there was only enough light for me to see the silhouette outside my window. It was that person's back, so I couldn't see the white roses on the front. Did you see any of the other symbols? I clearly saw the silk hat as well as the cloak wrapped around his body. I'm convinced that the person I saw was Max Galactica. The more I press him, the less results I seem to get. But maybe there was something fishy with this last bit of testimony. What's the matter, Mr. Wright? Nothing, Your Honor. Until I can find a clear contradiction, I better not overdo it. When I saw that, I thought I was dreaming. When did you start thinking that what you saw wasn't a dream? That's not important. I believe that the prosecution has done a bit of maintenance on the witness's memory. Just to make sure, let's ask the witness. Ow, objection. Sustain, no! Don't sustain that. Akro must be lying about what he saw, right? Of course he is. Now the challenge will be to expose his lies in court. Well, put the pedal to the metal, Nick. I think Wright should invest of a weapon of his own so that he can force objections. I wonder, she has a whip, what would Phoenix have? What would Jay's weapon be? I don't know. I mean, Francisca got the best weapon there. Maybe this is a contradiction, a 15-minute difference, but I don't think that's it. No, he says after 10, not at 10 p.m. High-speed label printer, but it can only print objections. That would be a weapon against me because I hate printers. Maybe a feather to tickle the judge. I don't know. That's a weapon, isn't it? I have an idea. I don't know if I need to do it through this contradiction or by presenting, but he said a mannequin is plausible. So maybe this... where is it? Maybe this thing is plausible. Or a monkey. Maybe the monkey did it too. That's possible. There's a contradiction, then prove it with evidence. Okay, it didn't work like that. Do I present it here or here though? Didn't work. Okay, this one is gonna cost me. Didn't work. Ugh. Let's try the monkey. Didn't work. Okay, we game over. We need to start thinking, I think. I don't think it's the monkey. You tricked me, Tazix. Okay. What I witnessed. After 10 p.m., resting in his bed. He did turn off the lights. Safety lights around the outside of the lodging house. So bright sometimes it makes it hard to sleep. And yet he did not close the curtains, or he actually doesn't have curtains. Never did get any. How convenient. And if that's the case, wouldn't it be a good idea to close some curtains? I never really thought of that. I guess that means I'm off to buy some curtains. Okay, so that answer tells us he doesn't have curtains. I don't remember the inside of his room. Did he have curtains? I feel like he did. I heard a large thump noise from outside the window. Maybe in the remembered image. Yeah, we'll need to look at that when we see it. But I'm also thinking, if he was the murderer and fashioned a weapon out of that bust and put a cape on it, cape/curtain, maybe the cape wouldn't be in the memory, but is back in his room after he was done with the murder. He was able to hear the sound. There is no way he left the window open in that cold. Is there? Why does he say the mannequin is not a possibility, but an action figure is? There is indeed no curtains. And not even like the bar that holds a curtain. Yeah, not even a rod. So much for that story, for that theory. We haven't seen this one, right? They don't allow me to do anything unless I present something. So present the right evidence. I don't think I'm smart enough. I know. That's the contradiction, because when he was flying, and Acro is saying he saw the hat, but the hat was on the floor. Let's try it. Maybe it is, maybe it's not, but let's try it. You claim to have seen the exact same thing Mo saw that night. Do you stand by that? What do you mean? The silk hat. What about the silk hat? I saw it on Max's head as he flew by my window. Well, you should have tried looking out of your window that night. That would have been quite difficult considering the state I'm in. Just looking outside of the window was a tough enough challenge for me. That's a shame, because you would have noticed the silk hat found on the scene. That's the Ringmaster's hat, right? No? Afraid not. No matter how you look at it, this is Max's silk hat. Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Are you saying that Max has two silk hats? No, this is a handmade, one-of-a-kind model made only for Maximilian Galactica. Which means, Acro, that you've been fibbing on the stand. What the hell is fibbing? Order, order. As always, it looks like someone just had to open their mouth before thinking. Are you okay, Nick? Well, I opened my big mouth and now I have to back it up. How about it, Mr. Wright? What would cause this witness to commit perjury in this court today? I don't think I have anything to back this up, but we do know he has a grudge. He carries a second hat just in case he accidentally drops his first hat after murdering someone. Let's go with the grudge for now. Maybe I should save though. Commit perjury for a mere grudge? But if I said he's the culprit, they're gonna be like, give us evidence, and I don't think we have anything. Unless maybe it's the note? Let's try this one. No, it's not letting me choose again. Okay, so the mod breaks things after I save, I think. Your Honor, on this occasion, the defense accuses Acro himself. On this occasion? Accuses Acro? What in the world are you accusing him of? Obviously, we accuse him of the murder of Mr. Russell Berry. Mr. Wright, are you serious? Deadly serious, Your Honor. I think your trips to the circus have served you well. You seem to have learned how to try and grab at an audience's heart and minds. Your Honor, don't allow yourself to be swayed by theatrics. Trying to wow the crowd with smoke and mirrors is the oldest bluff in the book. Really? If you don't believe me, just look at the witness. He's calm enough for it to almost be scary. He is staying rather calm and collected. Oh my god, the bird! Look at that, he's making a hole in my forehead. Mr. Dingling, do you have any response to the defense's accusation? I don't really need to say a thing, do I? What do you mean? Everyone, take a good look at me. I can't even stand up by myself, let alone leave the lodging house. That's true. I understand that Mr. Wright is just trying to help his client. But to do this by accusing me of a murder of all things? See, even a sliver of common sense makes it clear the accusation is ludicrous. She's right. Way to pick on the disabled, you heartless, cruel man. Phoenix is a poopy head. See that, Mr. Phoenix, right? Oh, why is my mouse in there? If you're trying to drum up support from the peanut gallery, that's how you do it. I think that's enough of this little game. I've got a doctor's note to confirm that Acro is unable to stand under his own power. Maybe the defense is planning on making a claim to counter this as well? He still has his hands. He's an acrobat. He can walk on his hands. I can hear the defense now. Acro had an accomplice. What do you say to this, Mr. Wright? Did Acro have an accomplice? Maybe the monkey, but I mean, the monkey, he said he can't tame animals, but also he has all these birds, so maybe he can. But if I say he didn't have an accomplice, maybe I can make the point that he still can do stuff with his hands. Accomplice. Damn it, And we know the monkey was out that night and he stole the ring, right? So I don't think the monkey was there to assist in the murder. Unless the accomplice is somebody other than monkey. Let's try he didn't and see what happens. Now then, this must be when we get to hear the name of the mystery accomplice. Wait, did I choose the wrong one? I said no accomplice, right? Oh, okay, I chose the right one. Not this time, Von Karma. What? You're not going to sucker me into this one. What are you blabbering about, Mr. Wright? There was no accomplice. Acro planned and committed the murder all by himself. Order, order. What are you getting at? Way to keep them on their toes, Nick. Now I'm going to have to prove how it all fits together. I have to show how Acro murdered Russellberry. Can you do it, Nick? Can you really do that? I know what I can't do. I can't stop now. If I stop attacking, I'm doomed. Alright, let's do it then. Mr. Phoenix Wright. If this witness is the killer, then his eyewitness account is all lies, right? Mr. Wright, I would like you to clear something up for me. When the crime was committed, exactly what? I didn't read it. When the crime was committed, exactly where was... No, it doesn't show the whole thing. I'm guessing he's asking where Acro was. And if we're accusing him of being the murderer, he has to be at the crime scene. Or he would be here. Like he could put the bust on some strings, right? And pull it up after the thump, and that would cause Mo to see. But then no, then the bust has its hat itself. But that doesn't matter, he wouldn't need the hat, he just needs something to look like a cape to put it on. And he just didn't know that the hat was here for some reason, probably because it fell off the victim's head. Let's say he was here. He was obviously here the entire time. Where was Acro during the crime? Thank you. Did Mo see Max with that hat? No, he... Let me try to remember. He thought he saw Max. He saw... like... he was sure of the shape of his head. And I think that's more support to the fact that the bust was the murder weapon that disappeared. And also gave the same silhouette as Max. That's Acro's room? Pretty simple, eh? Acro wasn't able to leave the lodging house by himself. In that case, there can only be one correct answer. Acro didn't leave his room to kill the ringmaster. When she goes like that, it looks a bit lewd. Are you nuts? What say you, Mr. Dingling? It's an interesting theory. That's it? Jay is horny for Von Karma. Maybe a little bit. Considering that what you propose is impossible, yes, that is it. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor? As the witness has stated, your assertion is impossible. As he is in a wheelchair, there is no way he could go to the scene or be the killer. You've got a point. Seems you've forgotten once again, Mr. Phoenix, right? The defendant was clearly spotted at the scene of the crime. That's true. Mo said that he saw Max, didn't he? But Maya is still impossible for humans to fly. Do you mind if I ask a question, Mr. Wright? What is it? I understand some of your logic. However, how do you think that I killed him? If I can leave my room, I obviously couldn't wear Max's costume. If I can't leave my room. How did he do it? That's the next course of the legal buffet. Be careful, Nick. If you mess this up... She's right, I can't mess up here. I've gotta give this one some serious thought. Boobs? What? The age-old tradition of witnesses questioning the lawyers. I'm sure that Acro killed the ringmaster. And he did it while he was in his room. No doubt about it. Time to enlighten us as how Mr. Dingaling committed the crime, Mr. Wright. Present evidence. Why can't I click it? No, I don't have a save. Right, I can save and reload, and that would fix it. Imagine they gave me this option when I can't save, but also, why does it break like that? Actually, let me try something. Maybe if I do that... No, still doesn't work. We have to reload. All of this trouble for this mod, and it doesn't even work. Like on the last sentence, it doesn't show the whole thing. And it was mostly to get what I'm missing in the last sentence when I get whipped. Code 71. I don't know. I only saw the wide open cleavage. Okay, let's load. Going to present some evidence. So what did Mr. Dingaling use to commit the crime of the murder? The crime of murder against Russellberry. What's that? A picture? It is indeed. The problem is with the item that's shown in the picture. The bust. It's a quite large bust, and because it is life-sized, it is also very, very heavy. Heavy? He killed him with a picture. It's the most massive paper cut. The bust, the bosom, the wide open cleavage. Oh, yes. Heavy enough to guarantee a certain death. Especially if it was dropped from a third-story window. See? This is how Acro was able to kill the ringmaster. How did he aim it? That seems kind of impossible. With the force of gravity and Maximilian Galactical's ample bust. The birds flew away. I didn't notice. Order, order. So you're saying the bus fell onto the ringmaster? Bird and run. A rather simple crime. Even if you were stuck in a wheelchair, it would be incredibly easy to commit. I wouldn't say it was easy. Have you tried to drop a heavy object on a very specific spot from a third story? How could you possibly wheel a wheelchair with something so heavy? It's impossible. Well, Acro is an acrobat. He should have more than enough upper body strength to carry something like the bust. Mr. Dingling, how do you respond to these charges? The birds are suspects. Catch them. Well, Acro is at the loss for words. He should be. He knows that I'm getting close to the truth. Catch that pigeon. Well, Acro. No! You can't run away from things this time. Hopefully this didn't break the next time I need to interact with the game. I would watch what I say if I were you, Mr. Phoenix, right? What? They ain't no stool pigeon. What is that? Your Honor, the physical health of the witness is material to this case. I demand that we get proper testimony from the witness himself. Testimony, you say? On Karma. He still had the weights, like, in his room. Like, I think he trains daily with that. She's just using this testimony as a ruse to stall for time. There's absolutely no need for such testimony. The defense has its version of the murder. The prosecution has the right to respond. The defense's objection is overruled. No! Where is my feather? Sustain my objection. A stool pigeon was slang for someone that informed on criminals. Okay. Why can't he see things my way once in a while? Mr. Dingling, I'm sorry, but you need to testify about your physical condition. If you have any doubts about your ability to testify, we can request expert testimony. I want the expert testimony. Throw the broken bottle at him. Yeah, I do have a weapon. Right. The witness will have no problems. However, let's all be respectful towards him. Thank you. That woman will sink to any low to win a case. Acro's physical state. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. Thus, it would be unrealistic for me to drop the bust on him, don't you think? He does have a point. I have no doubts in regards to this witness's testimony. It was impossible for him to lift the bust and stick himself out far enough to look. The ringmaster's head was on his neck. Too easy. Not to mention he could not have known the location of the ringmaster's head. A single false step would have led to even more severe injuries. That's what I was thinking. What is your opinion on the matter, Mr. Wright? My opinion on the matter is I need to save. I would still like to proceed with my cross-examination. He's simply stalling. It's shameful, really. Can't let her get to me. I've got to focus. I suppose I could have lifted something the size of that bust. Have you ever lifted the bust before? No, I've never actually lifted it up with my own hands. But I should get to it, don't you think? I can't let money outdo me on this. Money? That crazy monkey has lifted Max's bust before, so he did have an accomplice. At the very least, the monkey maybe brought the bust to his room. Maybe not intentionally, like maybe he was gathering treasures and it ended up in his room, and that's how Acro thought of this whole plan. Back to work for me. Good luck with the defense. Thank you, Tazak, I appreciate it. And good luck at work. Please continue with your testimony, Mr. Dingling. I have a strong upper body from working as an acrobat, and only my legs were injured. So, what have you been doing to keep in shape? Well, honestly, I've given up on training. I don't have any plans to return to the trapeze or the tightrope. You don't say. What is the trapeze? What is a trapeze? I heard that word before, but I can't remember. But no offense, I'm not worried about losing to you in a race or anything. Neither am I, Mr. Phoenix, right? I wouldn't lose either, Slowpoke. I mean, Nick. Why is everybody ganging up on me? Whoa, how did the discussion turn to me all of a sudden? I suppose you could say that I'm stronger than the average bear. However, lifting the bust and looking out of the window would have been impossible. And why is that? Because if I were to do that, I would end up falling out the window myself. I still haven't gotten much feeling back in my legs yet. So you couldn't have thrown that bust out of the window. There's no way I could have exerted that kind of force on my lower body. How long do you think your recovery will take? You have to remember that my nerves were severely damaged. I'm currently undergoing some extremely intensive rehabilitation. We're still going to take a while before I'm back to 100%. Let me remind you of another very important point. If the witness was carrying the bust, he would not be able to see out below the window. Trapeze and circus stuff is the rope hanging from the ceiling with some basic handles. They tend to swing from them and jump off to another person's hands. So he's not gonna be doing that anymore. Or the tightrope. You've probably seen them before at some point, yeah. That makes it impossible for me to have known the location of the ringmaster's head. But there was that box. He was lured there with a note saying that whoever left the note has clear evidence, right? Conclusive evidence of what took place. So you go there as the ringmaster, you see this box and you assume that evidence is in there, so you go there to open the box, to try to open it, and it's impossible to open. But that tells you where his location is gonna be. So if you set up something with the bust that swivels around, I guess, to hit that spot where the ringmaster would be standing, then maybe you don't need to stand up and drop it. Sometimes it's a ring hanging from a rope too. Like the ones that, you know, light up on fire and jump through. Why do you say it would be impossible? Allow me to explain. You accept that if I was carrying the bust, I couldn't see out the window? I guess they could do that too. Thus, there is no way that I would know the location of the ringmaster's head. Well, I suppose you've got a point. Hey, Nick. Huh? What if you turn things around? Maybe if you think of it sorta like this. If he knew the location of the ringmaster's head, then he could drop the bust. That does make sense. If only I could prove that somehow. Maybe this is where I present the box itself. That Acro knew the location of the ringmaster's head without looking down. I think I've already explained things sufficiently. They didn't give me a prompt to give evidence. All you had to do was drop it, then it wouldn't have been a problem at all. If all I had to do was drop it, you're right, I could have done that. However, there is no way that I could land a direct hit on the ringmaster's head. So that kind of makes your theory a bit pointless, doesn't it, Mr. Wright? Acro is strong enough to lift up the bust. The main problem is how he could have aimed for the ringmaster's head. I wonder if he used some kind of tool to aim for the ringmaster. That's the ticket, Nick. Show them what you've got. You have to be careful. I have to find something that fits perfectly with the case. I don't remember us finding any sort of tool, but maybe we overlooked something. Okay, I guess I need to present the box on one of the last two statements. Let's try the box here. Gotta think outside the box. Maybe inside the box this time. Acro, you didn't really need to lean out of the window, did you? What are you driving at, Mr. Wright? You already knew, ahead of time, where the ringmaster's head was going to be. Quite precisely, I may add. Your silly hinting at things is pointless, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Enough stalling. How about you show us some evidence? But I did such a good job hinting. Yes, hurry up and explain things, Mr. Wright. Maybe you should take a look at this. The key point here is the wooden box. I guess either presenting the box or the picture would have gotten us the same result. The same wooden box that the victim was found hunched over? The same. The question is, who placed the wooden box there? And how? When Ben and company saw the ringmaster, they didn't see him holding the box. Which means that this wooden box was already placed at the scene of the crime. I have to admit that your theory makes a lot of sense. The weird thing is, the ringmaster is not wearing the cape there. Like, sure, the hat fell, but what happened to the rest of the costume? Did somebody remove it? The moment that the bus came falling down was exactly the same moment that the ringmaster lifted up this wooden box. Which means that the answer to all these questions is now crystal clear. You mean, if the bus were to fall upon the point marked out by the wooden box, there would be no way that it could miss the head of the victim. No. Order, order, order. This is unbelievable. Finally, some of those loose ends are starting to tie themselves up. Now I just gotta keep going, and there's only one way to go from here. Forward. So the next question I have is, who placed that wooden box at the scene? Okay, we need to save this one. But it's possible that the monkey did it. He was around there. Oh, never mind. It was Mr. Dingling, of course. Wait, was the question the box or the bust? The box. Okay. So he lowered the box the same way he probably lowered and then lifted up the bust. He connected it to a rope, and then all he had to do was lower it down. What? Allow me to whip some sense into you. The ringmaster's head could have been anywhere when he lifted the box. That's why the box was so specially made. Specially made? Indeed. It had the most peculiar features. The weight of the box. The box has a remarkable weight. Weight? According to the court record, it weighs 20 pounds. Just to lift up this wooden box would have required... Oh, I see. One would have to squat down, then lift up with their body, wouldn't you say? That's exactly what I was trying to point out. The box is also very large. The box was also carrying handles on either side, doesn't it? That is correct. To lift up the box, you have to squat down, which means that no matter who you are, your head would be in approximately the same place. I don't know if I can follow this logic, but let's go with it. I feel like he's doing a lot of speculation without proper evidence. Does he even bother to listen to me anymore? I've heard what you've had to say. I must admit, I'm shocked at your imaginative skills. Did you do it? Did you place this wooden box in the plaza? Mr. Wright may have a vivid imagination, but I could never have done what he's proposing. What? Mr. Wright, do you recall the original location of Max's butt? Yeah? Did I say butt? Bust. Of course I remember. It was on top of the table in the cafeteria. Then what happened to it? The monkey brought it. I'd like you to remember one important fact, Mr. Wright. Right behind him? Do you remember the original location of Jay's butt? I could not possibly leave the lodging house by myself. On the yoga ball. You're right, that was when I started streaming. That was the original butt location of Shay. That means... You understand what I mean, don't you? We also know that the monkey is his caregiver, right? I may very well have been able to drop the bust from my room. However, how could I have gotten the bust from the cafeteria to my room? You just told us that your monkey can do it. You see, Mr. Phoenix Wright explained that. Don't forget, you said there was no accomplice. No human accomplice, how about that? Tell us exactly how the witness would have carried the bust from the cafeteria. We definitely have a problem here, but this is no place to get perplexed. I've got to get my wits about me and prove how things happened once and for all. Let's hear your explanation. How did the witness get the bust from the cafeteria back to his room? A monkey? Everyone knows Money. He loves shiny objects of any size. Oh, like when he stole the ventriloquist ring. So are you saying the witness had a monkey steal the bust? Of course he didn't order the monkey to steal it. The monkey stole it on his own and then brought it back home. Home? Money lives in Acro's room. Acro's room? But the bust was bronze, wasn't it? Bronze isn't all that shiny. Maybe you should put the whip down sometimes and read the court record. My, those are some very nice scars he's holding. Yes, and they are made of platinum, which is very shiny. Acro? Money is a strong monkey, right? It would be easy for him to bring the bus back to your room. If he wasn't able to handle that himself, I would be on the market for a new roommate. Order, order, I said order, Miss Von Karma. Where is the bus in question at this moment? I don't know. We're searching for it as we speak. This is a rather strange turn of events. But let's say that the monkey had not stolen the bust. What would have happened then? Well, in that event, something else would have been used as the murder weapon. Wait. Then you mean this bust was the murder weapon purely by accident? It's possible. Maybe Acro saw Money's mountain of stolen goods and thought to use one of them. Anyway, I think we've more than proven one critical fact. Namely that it was entirely possible that Acro was the murderer. Moron. Mr. Rice's argument was so circular, I'm still a bit dizzy. However, his argument does hold water. There's no denying that. Don't seem so flamboozled, especially by this fraud of an attorney. Fraud? You've forgotten the absolute most important thing, Mr. Wright. And what is that? You should know. You forgot that your fraud of a magical client was spotted at the scene of the crime. There's no reason to doubt the clown's testimony. That's true. How do you respond to that, Mr. Wright? Don't let her beat you now. I won't. This is my chance to turn this trial around. When the murder occurred, there were two people at the scene of the crime. One was the victim, Russell Berry, and the other was the murderer himself. Answer this all and only this, Mr. Phoenix, right? Who was the murderer the clown saw? It was the bust, right? He saw Max's bust. I asked who was the other person Mo saw on the scene. Jay keeps showing off that bosom. That evidence has nothing to do with the question. Au contraire, mon frère, it does indeed have something to do with this question. Mo said that he saw Max's silhouette, but he did not actually see the man himself. It wasn't a human being he saw. How is that possible? It's simple, really. What Mo actually saw that night was Max's bust. What are you talking about? Have you tried using your brain at all in this case? Yeah, that's why we made it this far. The silhouette he saw was wearing a cloak. There's no reason why you couldn't attach a cloak to the bust. It would be easy to hang one of the cards in the bust's hands. Who in their right mind would put a cloak on a bust? Doesn't matter who put it on the bust. Just wait a minute now, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? That question is of utmost importance to this case, don't you agree? I mean, it would be the killer. Why are they asking this? He caught me. Must have it, Mr. Wright. Who put the cloak on the bust? Really? They're asking? Does that mean it's not Acro who did it? Who put it on the bust? I wonder, Mr. Phoenix, right? Didn't the defendant wear his cloak the entire time he was at practice? So then how did this person get a hold of the cloak? It wasn't his cloak though. He didn't have the roses. It could have been any cloak. It wasn't a one-of-a-kind cloak. It could have been the curtains. Unless the monkey got it. And that's why we didn't find it on the body. But then the plan... Was it just an accident that the bust was there and Mo saw the cloak on the bust? He wasn't trying to frame Max, it just accidentally happened? So maybe it wasn't him, maybe it was the monkey. How will this person have gotten the cloak onto the bust, I wonder? Because this person was not spotted at the scene. What? Why would they put it after the murder? Like, if you were trying to frame Max, you would put it before you drop it, right? Okay, let's try the monkey, I guess. No, it wasn't. We lose. Did I save? Please tell me I saved. wrong. The thing is, Max was not wearing his cloak, and the ringmaster ended up wearing it. For false presenting accusations, the defense will also be going to jail. Oh! And the defense's aide, and that bird. Link for destroying all those vases, looking for money. What? Oh, yeah, right. The rupees. This makes no sense. You got the spoiler guide open. I am thinking maybe it's Max himself, but it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, it makes more sense that, okay, you have the bust, might as well put a cloak on it and frame Max for it. But maybe Max took it off and put it on the bust in the cafeteria, but why? When was the bust stolen? That's another question. Let's try. I will try my 2 answers, and if they don't work, maybe I will ask you. No. Okay. That didn't work either. No, it worked. Fool, him? You're saying it was the victim himself, Russell Berry? That's what I'm saying. The victim himself placed the cloak on the bust? Place the cloak isn't really the right way of putting it. Then it accidentally landed on it? What would be the right way of putting it, Mr. Wright? Explain yourself. Do you really have a handle on all of this? I'm fine, Maya. I'm finally putting all the pieces together. There's really only one picture I can paint anyway. Alright. So you want to know what really happened that night. Let's step back in time. Acro used a rope to lower the wooden box onto the scene. Then he attached that rope to the bust and dangled the bust out of his bedroom window directly above the wooden box. At the same time, the ringmaster told Max to wait in his room and went to the scene. Of course, at the time, the ringmaster was wearing Max's costume. Perhaps he didn't want anyone to recognize him that night. But just as he feared, he was spotted at the entrance of the lodging house by none other than a ventriloquist and his puppet, Ben and Trilo. When the ringmaster arrived at the scene, he bent over to lift the wooden box. And that's when Acro took his chance and released the rope. Now this is when the magic happens. At the very instant that the bust hit the victim, oh, how convenient. Yeah, wait just a second there, Mr. Wright. As much as you try, as much as you scheme, this just isn't true. It can't be. I am on Von Karma's side on this. I don't think that's likely to happen at all. It's still a little early to be getting so upset, Miss Von Karma. The circus isn't over yet. What? The impact of the bust on the victim threw the cloak up, which snagged onto the bust. The impact also caused the sound a certain witness heard, prompting him to take a look. That witness was, of course, Lawrence Mulcurls, the clown. When Mo looked out his window, the cloak had already snagged onto the bust. Now, having completed the crime, Acro naturally went about pulling up the murder weapon. Of course, he had no idea that Mo saw the bust being raised with the cloak dangling on it. Primarily because in his wheelchair he couldn't see out of his window, so he just kept pulling the bust up. And that is how the magical murderer disappearing into the sky came to be. So you see, the only person who could have pulled this off is the one person who was able to drop the murder weapon from above the crime scene. Acro, it could only have been you. Acro's been playing mind games with all of us. He sure has. But he has come to the end of his rope now. So, what now? You've graced us with a rather long-winded tale. But do you have any evidence to prove that your fairy tale is true? Evidence? I would like to know what evidence he has too. In this court, only two things matter: the power of evidence and the power of my whip. Don't forget the power of my gavel as well. Mr. Wright, the prosecution brings up a good point. Can we see some evidence? They want evidence. Shit. I just explained how there can only be one possible murder method. But there is still something unusual about Mo's eyewitness account. Unusual? Contradiction, actually. Use that to get out of this jam. The power of one Karma's whip against Jay's bust. What else did you think I was going to say? Bottom. Right. Bottom. That's enough talking among yourselves. Proceed, Mr. Wright. Present some evidence to the court that backs your claim. I want hard proof that you have unraveled the trick to this magic case. I wish I could go back to Mo's testimony. The only thing I remember is the flowers weren't there. So that's why I'm like, why are they so much insisting that it was the same cape? Let's try the note, just to be like, oh, he was trying to frame Regina, but it ended up somebody else being framed, maybe. That didn't work. That didn't work. The only thing I can think about that is unusual about Mo's testimony is the absence of the flowers. I wish I could, you know, click on somebody and read their testimony again. Let's try this. What? No, it was still... No, it was still speeding up on its own. Okay, I'm gonna reload just because I want to be immersed in the response. Because it seems like it worked. The problem is Max's 3 symbols. You know, the silk hat, the cloak, and the white roses. Those symbols were a problem numerous times during yesterday's proceedings. Yesterday, there were 2 contradictions in Mo's testimony. The silk hat was one, the white roses were the other. But the theory I just presented explains all of these contradictions. You fool, do you ever shut up? Max's silk hat was found at the scene of the crime. However, remember that what Mo said yesterday? He testified that the criminal he saw fleeing the scene was wearing a silk hat. There's only one explanation for that. That silk hat that Mo saw was actually the bust. Yeah, but it doesn't explain the roses. If you look at it that way, then he did see the silk hat. Well, sort of. Fine, you've got one, but what about the other contradiction? The other contradiction? Remember what the ventriloquist said in the court. He said that he witnessed white roses on Max's chest that night. But the clown's testimony doesn't match. The clown said that there were no white roses. I would like to see you try and explain that one away. Can you do it, Nick? No, I can't. I can explain all of it. What was that? Recall the instant when the cloak snugged onto the bust? If the cloak snagged onto the bust, what happened to the white roses? Do you get it yet? If the cloak snagged onto the front of the bust, means the white roses would end up on the back of the bust. Which explains why Mo didn't see them. The white roses were not visible because they were on the back side of the bust. This doesn't make any sense. I don't like this case. Like, the cloak is also connected with this thing in the front. So for it to just fall like that makes sense to you? It doesn't make sense to me. I feel like they're just trying to imagine too many things. It would have been easier to just say, oh, he put some random cloak or his own curtains on there and tried to frame Max. Very coincidental. Yes, it's impossible to get this many coincidences. This is quite the shocking state of affairs. Mr. Wright's theory still sounds a bit absurd to me. It's possible, very unlikely, okay. However, let's just keep going down this road for a while and see where it leads. Let's do this, Nick. Then maybe Von Karma will finally throw in the towel. They seem fine still. So much for that theory. Mr. Wright, do you mind? What is it? You took the time to research our circus, didn't you? Well, yes, I did. Is there something making you think that I didn't? If you did, then maybe you'll understand why I think you're off track. Why is that? Motive. This witness feels an incredible depth of gratitude towards the ringmaster. Anyone with any relation to the circus is well aware of this. Thus, there is absolutely no way someone like this would kill the ringmaster. Your Honor, I'd like you to hear Akru's story. Learn about his relationship from the ringmaster and his life up until now. What do we do? There's no doubt that Akru deeply respected the ringmaster. Did he accidentally kill the wrong person? Was he trying to kill Regina? He wasn't trying to frame her for the murder. He was calling her out with this note. He wanted her to come to the box. But she saw the note and she put it on the bulletin board. And then the ringmaster read it. And he's trying to protect his daughter. Akra's motive. It seems that this case isn't over yet. Very well. However, I feel this is a good place to take a break. Yes, thank you. I do need a break. So I will end the stream here with this recess, and we come back tomorrow and solve this once and for all, I guess. I will listen to the rest of Mr. Dinkling's testimony after recess. Dang. I wish I could go longer, but I need to cook today, so I can't really go longer. And I was like, oh my god, I have to get started in the next 10 minutes. This court will now take a 10-minute recess. But murder happened. To be continued. This is turn-based. You can cook and play. No, I can't because my room is upstairs. Okay. Oh, damn it. I need to stretch so bad. No. We didn't mean to do that. We saved, we closed the game. Jade's trial cooking stream. Imagine. Okay. So I'll be back tomorrow to hopefully finish this case. I don't really like it. Thank you for the big head. Wow. It's taking like 1/4 of the whole screen now, the model. Why am I loading? Why are you throwing that stuff at me? Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow with more of this game. Not sure about Wednesday. We'll see
eternity later.
if Soren would like to collab and what he would like to collab on. If not, it's probably gonna be more Okami, or maybe small chance it's an art stream. And then Thursday more Okami if we still have things to do in it if we play on Wednesday. So yeah. This ball is too small to catch me. Can I match it to my eyes? It's confusing. There. I have poke eyeball. No. Okay, thanks everybody. Enjoy your Pokeballs. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.